Before Genesis was born, I wrote a journal about all my hopes for this baby in my sister's belly. This baby that would make me an aunt. I hoped for a girl. I hoped to be in the room when she was born. I hoped to take care of her as much as possible, and a list of other things. The love I felt from those moments on was unlike any other love, until I had my own kids 13 years later. Being Genesis' aunt at such a young age was my proudest title. As she grew, she became like a little sister, and as she grew even more, she became one of my closest friends. In the past 22 years, I've hoped and prayed for many things in Genesis' life, some small and somewhat selfish things, and other big, important things, like the man she would one day marry. Genesis is a different kind of person in all the best ways. She is thoughtful, loyal, nurturing. She has such a genuinely kind heart that you just want nothing less than the best for her. You want to fight for her, stand up for her if needed, and make sure the world sees her worth. So when Judah came into the picture, it was as if a radar had went off inside. Was this it? Was this the guy that would marry my niece? I remember one of the very first, if not the first, talks we had about Judah. She had to tell me all about this guy, who was very much just a friend. It seemed a little different this time, though. I kept questioning if there was more, and no matter how much she denied it, something was different. She said he was just a friend, then she said he was just a best friend, and then, well, hopefully you can guess how this ends if you're here. But it wasn't until Judah visited for Thanksgiving in 2018 that I knew she had found the one. I was preparing for my son Blake's birthday party, and when I had asked for help, Judah jumped in and spent hours working on my over-the-top party decor. No questions or complaining, and you'd think maybe he just did this because he was trying to look good around our family, but no. He's continued to do this every year when he's in town and there's a birthday party or a family get-together. This may seem silly to some, but seeing him slip right into our big, crazy family, even in the simplest ways, so naturally, was not silly to me. Watching him play with my kids, make us dinner, wash our dishes, I knew that that was what Genesis deserved. That would be the husband and future dad of her kids that she had been praying for since she was a little girl. Judah, I mean it with everything in me. I could not have imagined a more perfect person for Genesis. I would not have let her settle for anyone else. You are exactly what we've prayed for, and I'm so grateful that you wouldn't take no for an answer when Genesis was being so dang stubborn. Genesis, it has been such an honor being by your side. As a little baby playing on the floor, as a little girl riding around in my car listening to music, as a teen hosting Bible studies and friends and sleepovers, and now as an adult, still doing almost all of those things, but most importantly, standing next to you on your wedding day. I will always be by your side. I love you both.
Yes.
And how do you feel, little girl?
I feel confident. I feel scared.
Why won't you look at me in the camera?
I feel ready.
Okay, go.